Let's say we're still on the Facebook app, which I'm guessing is still at 1.23. Let's have a look. Yeah, still at 1.23. So I can play pretty much everything except I can't play the high level bots, but everything else is the same. It doesn't have the new. For those who don't know, 1.27 came out today. So if you're playing Scrabble GO on a mobile device, it's definitely out on Android. I assume it's out on Apple devices as well, but it's definitely out on Android because I had it myself. The main change is blanks. When you play blanks, they're pretty distinct now. They're in a different colour. The letter's in blue instead of black, so it's a lot easier to see when you play the blanks. Other than that, there's also a game, but it's only available to a few people. It's only been tested in a limited testing phase, so only certain people have access to it. But yep, that's what's going on. What's 8 turns? That's different. 8 turns. Anyway, so tonight's going to be all rush. Sorry, no, it's going to be a mix, all a mix. I mean, I'll probably play this for like 20 minutes or so, and then do a bit of everything else. Right. So yeah, I've got 8 turns. That's different. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for a bonus, but I don't see anything. No. Alright. Feels like there should be something here. What am I thinking of? There must be something here. I'm going slowly because I've got 7 turns left. There's only 8 turns in this one, so it's... What was it? Oh, it's actually good. I doubted myself. That it's stupid, but it's actually good. Alright. Anyway, so yeah, you only get 8 turns, 8 moves on this, which is a little bit different. So I can take a little bit more time on it. But I kind of liked 10. But yeah, it's different. It's going to block a bit there. Don't really like it. I was trying to play the Y here, but oh dear. That's not good. Wow. I think I need to play some tiles. Like I could play here with like Ute or something, but I guess tight. This scar quite a bit more. I'm just gonna play Intuits, but I've only got 3 turns left. So I guess the third star's gonna be 200. And I'm still low on time somehow. I've kind of blocked myself in a bit here. Not good, is it? I just need to check some moves down. Yeah, it's 200. Putting them off for fun. How do I still not use all my turns when it's like 8? Throws me off. So yeah. It says Rush Classic as well, so they must have changed it. Yeah, it's definitely 8. So they must have changed how it works. Fair enough. On we go. Try and do better. I don't know if it's a permanent change or what, I have no idea. But it kind of suggests it is. I mean, it says Rush Classic. So, that would kind of suggest it was, you know, something different. Yeah, let's do that. Set up the Z or the J. Right. So, yeah, that wasn't a really good start, really, but never mind. So, I've got a new PB to work out for this. I suppose that takes an hour. If I'd played Kawa, that would have took a U, but that doesn't take anything. It's frustrating. Alright. I'm kind of... Bond takes an E, Ebon. We got ranged, that'll play. Right through away. Still jerky as hell on there's Microsoft Edge, this browser. But at least the sound's consistent. Like, whatever platform I use just doesn't work particularly. It doesn't work 100%. Nothing I can do about it. Just shame, but where it goes. I'm gonna take a gamble. I'm gonna leave the... Yeah, just play that. What do we get the Z now? At least I got this spot. Yeah, I got that spot. Last move. Please don't draw it as Z. We got Entoil Deletion. So, it's a good finish. Yeah, 350. That's my new PB for the 8-turn version. We'll keep it up to date, see if we can do better. So that's my PB for the 8-turn version. As I say, it used to be 10 moves and we reduced it to 8 today. As I say, I don't know if it's permanent, but we'll see. I kind of prefer it with 10, to be honest. But I don't think this is good, but I'm going to check it anyway. Yeah. A bit blocky that. Good, but we'll see. I mean, the trouble with 10 is, if you get really good letters, you do kind of run out of tiles quite a lot. So there is that element, I suppose, but... Right, Grouser. We're away. Ooh, and a Z. Unfortunately, Zod is not a word. Trying to think of what I can play through the U, but nothing really. We'll just do Zedo. I don't know. Want to draw. At least I got Waxf. Gonna block a lot here, but yeah, not as bad as it used to be with a W. At least you can say EW. Right, with 3 turns to go. I pawn here, I think. I pawn here. Yeah, I think I've played that before. I always get that feeling whether I've played words before. Trouble is, a lot of the time it's like, I haven't played the word before, I just had it challenged off before, or something like that. I repeat the same mistake over and over. Right, interesting dilemma. I've got big players here. Do I want to burn a blank? May as well, I suppose. So that's 90, and a new PB. Can I get... Yeah, I can definitely get 400. I got Thurl. Doesn't mean I'll get it down in time, but... Thurl, definitely. That's it, 402. That's a new PB to keep an eye on. So 402 in 8. 8 moves. Pretty good. I guess really Rush Classic would, like really Rush Classic would be the full 15 by 15 boards and 4 minutes to play the whole bag, but the trouble with that is people used to get set up for 27 timers, and it was kind of, you know, get stuff like dematerializing and that kind of thing, oxyphenbutazone. They'd set up for those, so it was kind of naff, but anyway. That. Yeah, that's the good. I'm trying to get a vowel next to the double letter. Not a good follow up. I don't know what I could do with that, but at least it did kind of create a bit of an opening. Pretty sure you can put an R on the end of that. That should be good. So yeah, we've got toes. Having a look here. I could play toes there as well. Z-double-E or something like that. And I think this is more limited spot, so I'll use this one. I think this is pretty accessible. Wow. Wow. Not good letters. Horrible letters, in fact. Anyway. Hideous. Absolutely hideous letters. Can't even play Ahi anyway, or Joy. I just want to play off tiles, but like, there's Jaw, there's Jato. They're pretty horrible. Leaving 3 eyes, just... I know Jaw's gonna score more, but at least I get rid of 1 more tile here on my... Not going well. I should probably use them a pass at this point. Yeah. Alright. See if we can quick chance to get another bonus. Nope. Oh dear. Yeah, I should have dumped one of the kind of awkward consonants there as well, though. MC are okay, but not together, you know. It starts to limit your chance of bonus if you have MC. Like, one on your own is okay, you know. Like, C is pretty good. Well, the M, really, that's crap, but... Alright, that didn't threaten my, was it 402, I think, is my PB. So, not much of a threat there. That was a shocker. It also makes the scores more volatile, having 8 turns. Because you're going to get games like that. You really can't do a lot. I should probably changed earlier, but I say I don't really like. We have bee wax. I just don't think so, but I'm gonna check. It's too much like beeswax. I'm gonna do waxed because you've got the extensions rewaxed, dewaxed. We've got Obelion. I don't think that plays, unfortunately. Not a great board for bonusing, but we get a huge score here. I've got the Author Orb. Whether I can do anything down here. Oh yeah, we've got Gonif. That'd be handy. That's pretty good. Yeah, it would be nice to get a V or the F up there, but she's pretty good. 55. Right, I really need to open the board up. There's not the greatest letters for it, but yeah, 12 points. Not great, but Camisole doesn't fit. Anything else, Camisole? Doesn't ring any bells. Libicons. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've got anything. Oh, you kind of focus. I still think so, but it was worth a check. Yeah, it's kind of awkward board, really. Not really helped me, to be fair, but at least it scores. Layovers. Oh, can you have royales? Actually, let me have a look. No, I don't think so. It's quite a few popular thing, like battle royales and all that kind of thing, but it's not a word in Scrabble. Oh, I may as well take my 10 points. I wasn't sure. I think it's yeah. Piccolin takes the E. Sickolin doesn't. But you know, just have a quick look at that last rack. I probably had something, but I didn't have time to look. So what was it? C. Collicine. Collicine. That would have worked. Silicon. Isolines. Yeah. Yeah, I had a few things there. Oh well. Should have got over 300, but never mind. So we'll set up that J. Could set up the X as well, I guess. Oh. That's annoying. I can't really not play around here, so I'm gonna mess that up, but let's get the R back, but yeah, it's probably gonna help me. Let's do that. Keep the Z back. Yeah, I don't know. Z's pretty good. And again, would be easy to underlap the Z. Now ZE, so it would have been easier to go underneath. So I don't know. 6 and 2 threes. I can't really do the D hook. Right, let's see. We can always recycle the Z's in the triple line. It'd be nice to have, you know, Hazel or something there, but that's okay. Consistent score, nothing fantastic yet though. Not really shaped well unless I get that S. Or maybe ER here. ER bonuses. We got the leg. There we go. Ooh, double link. Lots of things now. There's not been no S's yet, so I'm going to leave that. Or a gimp here, that'll do. I think what I should put in the middle there. Alright, last move. S bonus be good. Not quite. Not quite. The W. Alright, I guess so. 25 in it. Yeah, I've got to reevaluate all my past scores and everything now. So for this, with it being 8 moves now, I'm thinking pretty high 200s is about par. Like maybe 280-ish. 280 to 290. I think that'd be about my par for it. But it's going to be more volatile because there's only 8 moves. Like, the more moves you have, the more it'll even out, but... yeah, what to do? I guess I could have moved that over one, couldn't I? Oh, over 2, sorry. Oh well. Kind of worked out, at least I got a double-double. Double-double, even. And we got the big Z, J, whatever. What? Who's the J? That's more flexible. We got turns to kind of use that. I don't know. That's super aggressive, isn't it? I don't know what to do. I'll give it another shot. I'll give it another turn. I've still got Zerk here. I completely miss. Yeah. We're definitely gonna get ZA there, or ZO, whatever. Like one more turn after this. Let's see what happens. Not a bad rack, but you do with a blank, really. There's anything with the A and the C is not really that helpful. Yeah, I think that's it. No bonuses. A multi-stream before I forget. Alright. Not bad though. That's a good score. Well, that's a good score. With only 8 moves, that's a good score. It's like getting a 400 plus move. 400 plus game in the 10 move version. This is the 8 move version, so. Yeah. Oh, it's run out. Shouldn't have faffed about some more. Whoops. I was leading anyway, so hopefully it won't matter. So I got a couple. Oh, we got 2 tournaments at once. Tumbler and Tumbler. Okay. Let's go through some Scrabble games. As I say, this is still on version 1.23 because it's the Facebook app. So the blanks won't be like this blank here in T. Like on the new version, that'll be in blue. The text in like kind of medium blue, kind of like this, like the DL blue. So you'll be able to see it a lot better. Good. I mean, they could have changed the background as well, make it white or something, but whatever. At least it's more clear now in that version. But yeah, this is only it's version 1.23 on Facebook. It's quite kind of way behind the other one. Alright, so there's a reason why I didn't play Scrabble on this, wasn't there? Because you had to keep going over here to get your tiles remaining. No, that's the other thing. That it's 1.23. You forget all about all the updates. Yeah, on the newer version, it'd give you the tile bag and how many tiles are left and all that stuff. I don't know. Having these extra faff on. So yeah, you can have a look at the bag. Wow. 7 E's. 9 vowels out of 21, but 7 E's. It's pretty good for bonusing though. Loss of habit, sorry. So there's no I's to come, so I don't have to get like an ing. It's actually pretty good to keep these vowels. Just I really need to kind of bounce the rack a bit. That takes an R now, doesn't it? Look at the consonants again. Alright, so there's 2 T's, so I can gladly get rid of one of those. I could try and block here, but yeah. This is a pretty strong rack leave. What I'm likely to get. Because I draw no E's whatsoever. Another R. Oh. On we go. So, there's only 2 in the bag. Oh, there's a blank though. So I have to go through here. I could leave it actually. And probably still win. Let me have a look. I don't know if there's any kind of Q players I could get hit by. So that'd be pretty bad. I could be have a look at this. I can't there's only 2 vowels left. So I don't think I'm gonna be hit by anything major with a Q. It just doesn't seem likely. So I could do something like kind of aggressive and just do that. And give myself every chance of going out with a bonus. That would cover any 9 times as well. What the hell. Alright, I got another R. So I've got anti-fur anyway. I've got any like fruit words? Air fruit or something. Car fruit. I've got the N as well to work with. Doesn't look like good actually. I might only have anti-fur or that kind of. Oh, well, I'm still gonna win though. So yeah, this is a bot, so that's why they're blocked. The tiles, 6 remaining. I was gonna play Gidgee through here, but yeah, I've got to do it through here now. There leaves one in the bag. So what happens is if they're bonus, I still get another move to get my own bonus or whatever. The worst thing is you empty the bag and then they get an bonus. It's not very likely because it's a bot, but you know what I mean. That was a ugly pickup. Right. Right. This is a bit of a nothing rag. We got ripe, which looks good for. I mean, getting 28 with this kind of rack, that's pretty strong, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. Clears out the yours, gets rid of an R, gets rid of the G. Yeah, that's pretty strong. Right. Oh, we had Inbox, they played Abbott. Guess what I could play Hounds here, leave AY. I don't really want to keep the Y. The Y is pretty horrible for bonusing with, but we could just play Yod, that kind of thing. Have a quick look at the scores for all these moves anyway. So Hounds, it leaves AY, it scores 28. It just doubled. Do something like Yod, which is more likely to get a bonus, but a bit of a hot spot there. Like, I'd be more worried about Yod than Hounds. Um, hmm. Do something like Unse. Let's have a look. There's Hod. Hmm. I think there's another word here. Doyo. Yeah, 36. Use the U, which is a bit naff, but a lot of points there. I think that's going to be winning the day. Let's have a look at what that means anyway. Doyo. Oh, sumo wrestling ring. Oh, dojo. Like, I guess like dojo. That makes sense. Right. Okay, Shrek, you have a bonus with an S, suggestion. Not a lot to work with actually, floating tiles wise. So it's one of those you're kind of looking to play off G or E, really. These are nice bands. It'd be nice to keep I and G, but with this G here, so to get rid of the G, I've still got IN for that, so that's not bad. You don't need to like this isn't the great board for I and Gs anyway. You don't need to like religiously keep like I and G. This isn't really the board for it. Like if you had nice 7 lanes for ING words, then yeah, it'd be a lot better. But you know, if there's like a vowel here or something, like an A, so you could put the G there, that kind of thing. But this is going to be pretty strong. The greatest pickup. Bar, literally. Is yeah, crap. Alright, was this pointless game? Well, yeah. Alright, nice wreck. So I still didn't get an IG or G triple triple to try and close the gap or win realistically. That was really what I was about, trying to win. So what do I want to do here? Play out quickly, get it over with. Do I have an ing word? Not looking good actually. I've got knee, but then how do I go out next turn? If I do that, I mean that's not very flexible. Good scar, but it's not very flexible. I mean, same thing. Still got the IN. It's not great for going out. Not on this board anyway. Yeah. No, it's not. That's not good, but Must have an ing. I got seeing, but then like ck left. Seeking. Duh. But then can I get rid of the c? Not really. This way, you're kind of looking for like playing 5, so then you got 2 letters. It's much easier kind of play two letters than one. Ugh, making hard work of this really pointless situation. Right. See, that's really awkward. Can I go out next? Really? God. Alright. I'm gonna stop wasting time on this position. Pointless. It's really difficult to get rid of the C. It really is. And score anything meaningful, you know. We'll just go with niche. Pretty unlikely to block everything. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Alright, Yarian. Alright, so they play recycles. I drew absolutely tripe. And I've got a Q. Right, they've got HRV or double T. I should still win though with Caddy, I think. But the follow-up's not going to be good. 4 vowels. But I think I still have to play Caddy. And just hopefully outrun. Fortunately, they didn't get like a really big play, but I mean, they had 2 Cs. I should be able to still outrun with these letters, but I should probably a bit more have a look at what they can do, but I wouldn't have thought they'd be able to do too much with that lot. Yeah, maybe like vert and that kind of thing. Do rot and then go out with HT, but wouldn't be enough, I don't think. And I've still got 14. Might be close actually. Play rot, HT. 12, 17, 31. Yeah, I'd still win, would it be close? We'll see. Maybe better sequences for them. Not really looking at it properly. Right. I played my bonus. I picked a lot of rubbish out. We've got tough. Seems reasonable. We've got the H for this little spot here, EDH. I can't really use it for much value. I could just leave the H back and try and do something around here, but doesn't look that good, does it? I had decent players with a V. I'd quite happily go for that. But a little bit limited. I like Gov for 15. Viol. Like, I like tough. It gets rid of the U, but 26. I think it's going to be best, even though I like to keep the H back, but I'm leaving vowels with the V, so it's not as bad as it is usually. Like, the V is a very vowel-y consonant, so you need all the vowels with it, and it's not as horrible as it is usually. Right, so I just played Urea. So I'm looking at this spot here. I'd have to end in an N. Which kind of... Well, I got Avion. Not much else. There's a nice little spot here for... yeah, the Y, so... That looks pretty strong. 40 points. Yeah. Right. They played Crim. I've got the P for Yomp. So P's pretty... It upgrades the value of P quite strongly, having the P there. It's a pretty exclusive club that... because Yom doesn't take an S. There's only the P, I think. So having access to that is pretty good. I've also got a D for Nide, but still got this annoying Q. I like QI in a few places. Is it worth doing it? Should I just play Drib or something like that? Like Drib is going to be pretty good score. 37. Does mess up my QI spot, but I've got places here, haven't I? Doesn't really make any difference. Yeah, do that. Yeah, no, I might randomly pick up a U or something. Interesting. It's a pretty good pickup. Even though I didn't get the U, it's still a pretty good pickup. Right, unseen, there's 6 in the bag. Still a blank there. 5 vowels out of 13. There's plenty of clunk as well, but I should be safe now. You know, as I said, 6 in the bag, right? Bit risky, but I should probably... I can probably just... it's not a bad rack, actually, for bonusing. Particularly for drawing E. There's a lot of clunk there, FKX. Kind of awkward. If I could play off tiles here, leave like a nice core of letters, you know? So I'll definitely keep the T. There is another R to come. And another L to come. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good because you get this spot here, Raya. And also jaw. You've got like an ER word. Play here. What can I do? I could just go all out for the blank as well. Yeah, what the hell. We'll go all out for the blank, see what happens. Hey, got a lot of crap with it, but... Right, Dronia. It doesn't fit anywhere. Well, it doesn't look like it fits. Anyway. Good wreck, but... Don't see anything available. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Hi, Dad, didn't see you there. What to do? Not really any value in that yet. It's with the having the D hook isn't very useful really because all these consonants in the word, like I'm going to be doing pretty much nothing. Like it's going to be reasonably strong if I just do this. Like I'm getting rid of the R, and I've got 2 of those, so that's bad. Good, get rid of the O. doesn't really go with bonusy letters, so can be get rid of that. These would be nice to keep the D, but we're getting a lot extra score there. So yeah, guess that looks good. Make sure I didn't miss any bonuses. Oh, it's a Dronia plus a blank. Oh, all about that. I didn't see the like the A is the wrong place for ordain or reordain. C cordiner, G ordering welder, and S for endorser. So I didn't miss anything. Make sure there's any new words for Dronia. No, just Dronia. With a 7 didn't go anywhere. Didn't pick very well, but well. On we go. Right, they played Bark with a blank, and I've got this spot. Right, anti-fur, is there anything better than that? I'm trying to think, what else? A, nothing. B, nah. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, L. Looks kind of promising, but no, L, M, N, anti-fur. Oh, fair two. Doesn't really help me. No, about it. O, P, U, S, G, U, V, W, X, Y. Sorry. Anti-fur versus fair two. I guess we'll do anti-fur then. Did I watch the Nesbitt Scrabble GO tournament? Nope. No, it's isn't it it's TWL, isn't it, or OWL? Or no, it's NWL. They keep changing the acronym. Well, initials, whatever. So no, I didn't watch it because it's NWL. I might have had a look at it if it was CSW, but yeah, not because it's I can't watch owl stuff. It's just annoying. How many's in the bag? 4. There's still a Q here that could trip them up. They've got QI spot though, so so I could do Rodman, but doesn't seem like I've got good odds. Since I've got QI. They could even have QAT, but I probably need to try and get a bonus here, so like, where are all these E's hiding? Is there how many E's left again? 4. Wow. So yeah, pretty good for bonusing. It's like if you're trying to like outrun, I mean it's unlikely. I'm 43 or I'm 43 down. Sorry, 43 down. Like the one way of like outrunning them would be to get stuck with a Q. If I block the Q spot, then I'm not getting anything in the meantime. So I don't know. Having said that, have they got any letters? Oh, there is an O and a T, so they have got access to this. Like the main way to outrun them without a bonus would be like me drawing an S to get this spot here, and obviously they have to have the Q, and yeah, that'd pretty much be it. I don't even have to. It's really keeping. Like I could do that now. They'd still have cat if they have QAT. Do something like that. That would block it. And then they'd probably go here. But I'd still need to kind of draw a bonus. I think drawing a bonus with those tiles is pretty good chance. But I need to kind of open up a place to bonus on this side. Obviously, I'd be trying to get a bonus down here. But I need to get one here as well. Like if I'm going for a bonus, I need 2 lanes open. I need this one. I can't play here and hope to get a bonus. It's just pointless. So I need to like open up another line somewhere. I could like try and get the. I mean, I'd pretty want to keep the O actually. I need the O to like play down here realistically, so I need to keep the O. I want to play here because if I could draw like the best thing to draw a bonus is to get the S. Now I'll probably get like E's with it or something. So like I'm thinking like if I draw ES, like I want play bonuses in both spots. So I want to keep the O so I can play here. I want to open up something here. Another alternative strategy. That takes an E hook. I could easily I probably get Avalanche with vowels anyway, but that's another way of doing it. So you got E norm. So that's very open. I don't need the S in that situation. I kind of like that. But let's have a look at the bag. See, it's kind of 6 vowels out of 11, so it's vowel heavy. So, like, I mean, there's still a reasonable shot I draw 2 consonants or 1 consonant out of the 3 and still have a bonus. But I really want 2 consonants and an E, which is still going to happen fairly often. But anyway, different strats. Let's say it's perfectly viable to just, let's say you could do something like, and let me think. Let's say I'd want to play the A, so it's actually kind of difficult. Yeah, it's difficult to kind of set up the S otherwise. But anyway, I like norm. It's worth having a look at how they're set up for U9. Do you get on with Earth? Is there a commit to been pretty watchability? Well, see, the thing is, like, I don't trust any of them. Is the problem? Like they'll say, like I remember, like Will said that about how if anybody wanted to get added, like added their channel to his list, like just message. So I messaged and he didn't add me. And there's all the politics with like the politics with the virtual Scrabble World Cup. I was quite happy to help them out, like stream other things. And like I offered to help what in every way, and they just blanked me. So so like, Will is part of that, and I'm not going to get involved with them until they stop playing silly buggers. Like this is what I get. This is what I have to put up with. You see, um, it's like I'm not really asked whether they like me. I don't care if they like me or not. Like just be fair, and that's it. That's all I ask. Just be fair with me. If you're gonna mess me about like that, I'm just gonna not take any notice. So you know, they'll do whatever they do. They might come around eventually and stop pissing around, but like whatever they're gonna do, like good luck with them. But I'm not gonna. They can do whatever they like. I'm not gonna go out of my way to help them anymore. As I did with all of Scrabble, it's like I tried to help like pretty much everybody in Scrabble, and just like repeatedly got shafted by pretty much everybody. So there's a few exceptions. So it's just like I just do my own thing and do what I want to do. And like if people are gonna like say right, like you know if like when you're streaming and stuff, I'll quite happily, you know, like as long as you're fair with me, I'll be fair with you. And there's no like there's nothing like there's no kind of special relationship or anything like that. It's just what I do that with anybody, whether I knew them or not. Like I'd be fair with them and I expect it in return. That's all I ask. And but I don't get that in Scrabble. So um so it is how it is. And I got corded. Oh, red coat recorded. It's not gonna fit anywhere though, is it? Well, if they block my E norm, then cordate and red coat are not gonna fit. Won't fit on here, unfortunately. But yeah, that's how it is. I don't get involved. Um, I had my turn, like kind of trying to do everything for Scrabble. Like And I just expected like fair treatment back and never got it. Same with the ABSP and different associations. Like nobody has my kind of experience. Like my experience, like yeah, there'll be people like John Chu, who's obviously far better with TSH because he wrote it and everything else. Like he has more experience than me. But who else has more experience than me at running tournaments? Like all sorts of tournaments in the UK? Nobody. But hardly anybody in the world has my experience. And it's not buzzing, it's just fact. Same with even online tournaments. I mean, just people in the UK like James Bailey and that, he's done loads of stuff so fair play to it. And like I recognise what other people do, but nobody else recognises what I've done and gives me fair treatment on that. I mean, like like what more do people expect from me? Um, all I expect is just be fair, and as I say, it doesn't happen. Like I ran to be ABSP meant like to run the ABSP association. Like I'd done like they've still got my website that I wrote for them. I wrote it once. Like they had the same. Their original website was like it was back like 1990 sometime it was written. I don't know when it was written, but it was in the 1990s. Like I rewrote it. Like just said, well, it's never gonna get fixed, so I just rewrote it. Even then, I had to like push for people to like rewrite. All I wanted was people to write a few pages, like some of the main pages. I didn't want to write it myself. It's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to code it all. So I did all that, coded it all, and like I still had to like push people to just write a few basic pages so that they're up to date. So it's just like. But yeah, this is what it is. Do you think some of the tournaments will now be played on tablet because of the COVID fear? Nah. Nah. I don't think so. I don't think it'll make any difference to tablet Scrabble. To me, tablet Scrabble. I mean, like again, very happy to see them do well, but it's just it was never like that feasible the way they've done it. Like tablet Scrabble was trying to run before it could walk. So like tablet Scrabble, for instance, they had the rating system and everything else in place, and like cheat mechanisms, but it was all about like meeting up. It's like you're playing on tablet, but you want people to meet up. It's like you're losing like one of the main advantages of why people play on tablets in the first place is they don't want to go and meet up. They just want to sit on their ass at home and play on the tablet. I mean, so it did make sense to me. I told them that, like, but again, we had like it was run by like Austin, who's a good lad, and and Thingy Bob, David Elder, who's a complete arsehole, to be honest. But he's all right sometimes, but he's a bit of an arsehole. And they just don't take stuff in. Too kind of arrogant. Well, I think Austin would probably take stuff on board, but not David. He's too much of an Aussie, kind of stereotypical Aussie, poker brat. So he doesn't listen to things. There's a lot of people in Scrabble that think they know everything, and like they've done nothing. I've done almost everything, and I still don't know loads of things. Yeah, Tilda is interesting, yes. Right, so we've kind of gone through all those Scrabble games. What have we got now? Jules is just regular, so I'm not going to bother with that. We got Tumblr or Tumblr. So, Classic is going to be 6, I guess. We'll do a little bit of both Tumblr just to see if they're any different. But, yeah. There are a lot of characters in Scrabble. What am I going to say? I mean... You'd be amazed the stuff I had to go through with the Scrabble politics. I was supposed to put in the extra... Never mind. Meant to play the S last time, but never mind. But yeah, I mean... Like... At least with David Elder, at least he did something. Like, you find a lot of people will go on like he does, but they've never done anything at all. Like, I had people, like, moaning about, like, I tried to get an online, like, for those who don't know, there's BEST, which is a big, it stands for British Elimination Scrabble Tournament or something like that. And I got that going again with the help of, like, Natalie Zolty and Chris Harrison and that. They were plugging it nicely. But a lot of, like, the main thing was me getting it, like, a format, like trying different formats, and finally got a good one that people enjoyed. And I was trying to get that, like, a more kind of global scale, because there's no reason why you can't have like something like that, like BEST, like just like knockout matches. There's no reason why you can't have that on a global scale. I mean, this is before all COVID and everything else. Like, there's no reason why you couldn't have that. So, like, people just have their own, like, national best. So, we obviously have the British one. In Britain, you have a champion there. You have a champion in America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, India, everywhere. And then those people play each other. So, it's kind of linked up. Yeah, I had people, like, whining about that. Like, it's incredible that people just whinge about everything. Right, I'm trying to get this double and triple together. It looks like an XY. Whoops, love that, sorry. But yeah, people were moaning about that, and they were moaning about when I tried to get like a more simple version of just like a global one. It was just more of a straight knockout with hundreds of people from the world just all playing online. Like I said, I could do it. I just needed like a bit of funding. Like I needed people to contribute towards it. Just donate a little bit of money towards it. So if people played in it, they could win money. And they had like people like Helen Gibson, like saying, "Oh, you're going to put your own money in it and all this," and "Oh, like where's the money going to go?" and all this. It's like Helen Gibson, who's never done anything for Scrabble in all her life other than play it. And, you know, fair play, she's a good player, but you get just so many people are just totally ungracious and expect everybody else to do stuff for them for nothing. And then when they do try and put themselves forward to put themselves out there to do stuff, they are like shot down with people who've never done anything. It's incredible, like. But yeah, but that's how Scrabble is. It's totally dysfunctional. The tournament scene. I hope that at some point, like a new kind of, I don't know, a new kind of world order or something like that happens in Scrabble, because for the UK, like for the English speaking version, it's going nowhere ever with the people have got involved. I mean, there's so much politics involved. I mean, like people say I'm political, but I'm only political, like, if I'm talking about, like, you know, like Islam or something like that, or, you know, that kind of thing. It's like, I'll still work with people, whatever your beliefs, because I don't care, you know what I mean? It's like, I've heard it all before, like, what people believe in, and I accept, like, that people are gonna have like ideas that are ridiculous. Like, I accept that people are going to have like biases, they're going to be racist or sexist or homophobic or whatever. I accept these different things. I mean, it's not like, you know, it doesn't like, I don't like repulse in horror because I accept people have different upbringings, they have different superstitions and everything else. And I accept all that. And it doesn't mean I agree with it, it's just you accept it and you get on with it. You try and make the best of it, and if you can, you try and, like, change their view in a different, you know, towards a more friendly way, but, yeah. But people are so phony in Scrabble, they've got no tolerance for people who have different opinions. They'll like, recoil in horror because you're, you know, supporting Brexit or Donald Trump or whatever, or it's just ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, players are just, most of them are spoiled players. They don't have any kind of in touch with reality, particularly the ones like there's a few players in the Northeast that like generally good people. I'd quite happily keep on doing stuff for, but there's too many that aren't. That are just like incredibly two-faced, and I quite happily call them that to the face. Like I don't care. Like most of them know who they are anyway. These people who are like they'll say one thing and then behind your back they'll say something else. Because I mean, that's one of the things about being a tournament organizer. You hear all these kind of like people talking about other players, like gossiping to other players. And it's like, for Christ's sake, like they're saying how nice they are one minute and then they're just doing that the next. It's like, but yeah, at the moment it's hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. Because, as I say, the people who are in charge, they don't know what they're doing. Most of them. Like, they don't have any... It's like, in the real world, you'll have, like, capitalism and, like, people, like, get to where they are through competence. But Scrabble is like... It's like, what can I say? It's like it's kind of like all the worst things in the public sector where, like, people just get through, like by cronyism and that kind of thing, and like, you know, there's so much of that. It's incredible. Like people who just like they get into the committees and associations and stuff just because they're like a friendly face or something. It's just like some of the people who used to be on the committee in the ABSP. I mean, they could. I would trust them to change a light bulb, never mind do anything. Like, it was farcical. Some of them couldn't even figure out how to join a mailing list or use email. It was... And these are people that you know, like all the discussions were online. You couldn't believe how surreal how surreal it was. Like... The tolerance, involvement of the reasonably wealthy, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's true, very much true. The favour people, particularly, I mean, it changed a little bit on your country and that kind of thing. Obviously, it's going to be different. You have different demographics. The one in the UK is a pretty unique demographic. Well, it probably happens in other countries as well, like say maybe Australia or New Zealand. I don't know if my own... I can't speak from a position of knowledge, but like, yeah, I mean, but yeah, the UK is pretty unique in that. I'll just do that. I'm gonna get this J down. Ugh. But yeah, the UK is pretty unique. Didn't want to use that with a B, but never mind. In the demographic and how skewed it is towards like older people and that kind of thing. So the UK demographic, for those who don't know, UK demographic in tournaments, very much middle-aged or retirees really. Middle class. There's a lot of doctors, retired doctors, that kind of thing, teachers. It's a fair few... I mean, to me, teachers is a pretty well-paid job, but there's quite a lot of teachers there. But it's lots of, yeah, kind of well-to-do, retired, just looking for a couple of nice weekend away or whatever. Totally different demographic to me. I am basically working class at best. Like my family is like my dad was in the construction industry. So was all of his dad. All my dad's family is construction industry. So yeah. So totally different. My mother she was in retail, and then she was basically like a housewife. most of the time. But she was doing quite well in retail until she had kids and then stay-at-home mum type thing. And she was, you know, she became a part-time teacher because she's quite bright. She got a degree at the university, and but she could only get teaching jobs with it. But yeah, that's my demographic, and like I see how kind of the class difference is definitely a thing in UK. So basically, what it needs to happen is it needs to be much more competitively orientated, and like people have an illusion that it's competitive at the moment, but it's not, because like for people like me, there is no almost virtually nil incentive to study and play the game well, like play the game of Scrabble well. There isn't any reason to do that, because I can't win reasonable money playing Scrabble. I'll lose money if I played internationally. There's only like Nigel Richards who could at least potentially like profit, as it were, from Scrabble, besides, you know, writing books and that kind of thing. Like it's only like that's part of the reason why I went to organising tournaments. I could at least make kind of a living from it that way. But you can't make a living from playing the game. And until that changes, like even on a local scale, like it's perfectly feasible to have local tournaments, like one a year where you win, like say 500 or £1,000 winning the tournament. And that will make it overnight, that'll make it more attractive to people, not just people at the top, but also like people who are rated like 160, 170, who've done a lot of work to get there. They're maybe not like a really top level player, but those people get like shafted like nobody else. They put all that work in to get to a pretty good standard, but like then they have to play with the A-League players, the best of the best, and they don't have a chance because it's a weekend tournament or something. It's like they might win once in a blue moon. But at least at the local like one-day tournament, where it's like, you know, 7 or 8 games or something, those people have a chance of winning. Like, you know, without, you know, I mean, obviously the better players have a better chance of winning, but they still have a chance because it's only 7 or 8 games. And they can win, they should be able to win £500 or something like that. And I did it. I ran a tournament where the first prize was £500. And it was like over £1,000 prize fund in the A division. But I had to do it creatively because I was organising tournaments in the Northeast. And like tournaments in the Northeast get like 15 to 20 on a good day. Like the more you run, the fewer you get, basically. So like what I was doing is like I'd put like £50 aside from all these local ones, then I'd just build it up through the year, and then I'd have a bit of extra to bump up the prizes in the last one without having to make the entry fee like exorbitant. So then I could build up a prize fund for the Christmas special I did. And instead, the winner got £500, and you know, people got £250 for second, £100 for third, might even been £150, I can't remember, £300 actually. But yeah, they got 3-figure prizes, and everybody can do that. If I can do it in the Northeast with almost no players to rely on, anybody can do it, particularly in like Ilford and what's the other one? Warrington, that's it. The trouble is, like without these kind of prizes that I mention, like they're not going to get sponsorship. It's like, as I've always said, if we can't take Scrabble seriously ourselves, then why should anybody else take it seriously? You know, and unless you know it is, like nobody else takes it. If we don't take it seriously ourselves and have decent prizes, then nobody else is going to look at it and think, oh well, I'm going to sponsor a tournament that pays out, you know, people pay £200 to like 150, £200 for the weekend, and they get like £100 back if they win. It's like, give me what reasonable person would sponsor that? Because I wouldn't. I just think it was the piss take, like, and it is. But people don't recognise that. And they don't go for the right sponsors. I mean, it's been a while since... Alright, see you later, Dad. But yeah, that's how it is. I could go on all day about the stuff that doesn't work in Scrabble. I mean, I said about publicity, like, I said to the ABSP, they should be, like, sponsoring people who plug the ABSP to, like, the BBC and stuff. So yeah, but they don't. But I said, like what's the like? We had the UK Open, and they could have had the UK Open could have had the BBC round every time if they wanted, and they could have mentioned the BBC, like, you know, how it's all run by, you know, it's all part of a bigger, you know, scheme of tournaments, and it all goes to this. That was bad. Yeah, they could have done that every time, but there's no value in it. They didn't get any money for. It's like they would plug the BBC, they would plug the ABSP if they wanted, but like, why should they? Because they wouldn't get any money from it. It's like there was no, like, kind of, you know, there's no. It just didn't make sense from a business perspective, and that's what's wrong with Scrabble, is they don't see anything from a business perspective. They just see things from, oh well, you should do everything for now, and you should be grateful for us to turning up and everything else. It's like, oh dear. But yeah, that's how it works in the Scrabble world, the tournament system. Like, there's no proactivity, there's no entrepreneurship, because anybody like that just gets beaten to death by all the people whinging about things, and the kind of backwards style where the associations and stuff are worked. So there's just no reason to do anything, really. Just kind of sit back and hope somebody else does everything for you. Right, I'm going to try and play a little bit quicker. Yeah, I could, I'll do a video for a laugh sometime, like, of all the things wrong with Scrabble. Whoops, I stuffed that A. Oh, come on. Yeah, all the things wrong with the Scrabble. And it'd be fun. It'd be a hell of a long... The trouble is, it'd go on forever. All the things wrong with the... I mean, it's just... Yeah, I could go on forever about it. They're just gonna... There's no... Like, the fact that we have, like, a Marxist in charge of, like, Westboro at the moment is just says it all. I mean, it just, I just knew it would happen. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong, like, yeah, I mean, but if it was, like, unusual, and they were still, like, you know, pretty sane person, but they're not, like, their beliefs are absolutely crackers, and they'll impart that into Scrabble, eventually, because, you know, people do. And there's such a bias. I mean, I just have no faith in the people, because I know what they're like. I saw, like, in North America, there's so much politics, and they're so woke and left-leaning and everything else. It's just like, it's just dire. I mean, like, I had people trying to ban me. Like, I had somebody try to ban me from playing in Niagara Falls by, they complained that I was unfit to be a NASPA member. Because they knew I was going to try and play it in... Well, I'd already signed up to the Niagara Falls tournament. They tried to get me blocked from being a member, so then I wouldn't be able to play in it. Um, uh, just you wouldn't believe the stuff that goes on. It's incredible. But it didn't surprise me, unfortunately. I knew. Getting all the things in the wrong place. Let's get Beamer down. There we go, 84. But yeah, I mean, I've written like you know, articles and stuff about all the ways that Scrabble is gonna fail and everything else. People just don't take any notice. Like, I get a few likes and then the people that matter don't take any notice. Because they're the ones in charge, unfortunately. So it's like, yeah, nothing's going to change because they're in charge and they have totally different beliefs and they think that that somehow that Scrabble is going to rule the world by having volunteers do everything. It's just, oh dear. Hopeless. Of course, the ABSP, I mean, this is the ABSP that literally, like, last year, or the year before, like, they had a budget of about, like, their annual like, income is about 10,000 or something, £10,000, and they spent way over that, just purely on onwards. Oh, sorry, on board. Like their publication, which goes out every 2 months. Like they're spending like thousands and thousands on printing and sending it out, and spent more than their actual income on that. There's nothing else, just that one thing, which only goes out to members. I mean, you just can't believe how incompetent it all is. It's surreal. It's like, I just sit back and laugh at it because, like, that's why I kind of disattach myself, because it's just like the further, like, I can laugh about it now because I'm not involved, but it's just like, what the hell? And I told him, like, it's like, if you're going to spend money on something, do it on stuff that's actually going to promote the game. But no, because they don't know how to promote, see, so they don't even try, you know. Oh god, incredible. And like, I mean, Wesper isn't much better. I mean, they haven't like wasted all their annual budget on one thing or anything else, but dear me, that wasn't it wasn't much better at Wesper either, put it that way. And you had even more politically active individual in Ellie Dango in charge, who's, yeah. I'd have more faith in a used car salesman, basically, than Ellie Dango, but it is what it is. I mean, I could, if I wanted to, I could have wiped Wesper out, but how they ejected me. Like, I could have took legal action against them, but they'd have nothing to stand on. I mean, they're just clowns, man. It's unbelievable. I mean, like, they kicked me out for... Let's say, because apparently I'm against Islam or whatever. But it had nothing to do with what I was doing in Scrabble. Yeah, they just said, oh, well, like, didn't even mention who it was, and then we've had complaints, so we're going to consult, right, so we're going to remove you from the group. Oh wait, we decided to remove you from, oh, whoops, from Wesper. Why? Well, right, do I get a, no, we've just decided, that was it. Oh dear. Can't believe this stuff, man. It's unbelievable. Hey. And I still get the same crap now. Like, with people that want me to work with like the ABSP, and they're like, oh well, if you do this, or what, well, you know, they get like all wound up because I complain, like I said something like, oh well, you know, I a malicious complaint made about me through the ABSP, and they didn't tell me who made it or anything like that, or even give me the original complaint. They just paraphrased it and asked me questions about it, and then if and it was clear that the complaint was all malicious because, like, ABSP committee members were there at the tournament and knew, for instance, that it ran on time when they said it would run late the entire time by half an hour. Like, things like that were just clearly not only false, but maliciously false. And yet, they wouldn't tell me who made the complaint. Never, not to this day do I know who made it. I mean, I have suspicions, but... And then, they're getting wound up because I said that the ABSP aided and abetted a malicious complaint. When it was the ABSP that wouldn't tell me who it was, and also provisionally gave me a written warning for it. Yeah, the ABSP wants me to help them. Like, they want me to stream, but then, like, they also want me to not, like, say about stuff like that when somebody brings it up. Like, I'm just supposed to say nothing. So yeah, now I just, like, don't give a crap either way. I just, like, say what's ever on my mind, and, like, I don't care. Like, Scrabble is way past the point of being, like, something that can have a future in the present state. It's just not going to work. So it doesn't really matter to me if I hack people off because, like, so what? I mean, it's not going to work with or without me anyway. It's like, if they do accept my help on my basis, then they'll actually be one step towards, like, having a future, because then, like, they recognise me for what I can offer rather than, oh, well, he said we did this or whatever, or he said this about Islam, or he said this about Trump, or he said about this about Black Lives Matter, or whatever. It's like, they're actually accepting that I've got skills and experience and everything else, and maybe be a good idea to, like, no, I wouldn't say exploit him as much as possible, but that's kind of what they should be doing. They don't need brains or kind of business acumen. Like, they'd be trying to, like, you know, get as much out of me as they can. And, like, I don't mind that because, you know, it's like, where's this? Oh, yeah, I'll just do it. But yeah, like, any sensible, like, even if they're just, like, ruthlessly exploitive or ruthlessly out all for themselves, at least they'd, like, help Scrabble that way. It's like, most people are, you know, kind of that way inclined, you know, they're pretty kind of, you know, selfish, you know, but we worked around that by having capitalism, and, like, if you don't have that in Scrabble, then how are you going to go anywhere? Because there's a reason why capitalism works, because it uses people's kind of selfish drives to create something useful for everybody else. Creates positive, you know, positive incentives to do good things, even though people aren't doing it for that. They're doing it for their own benefit, but anyway, why didn't the Y go there? Oops. Oh. Right. But yeah. Scrabble is its own little microcosm. It's going to go nowhere, as it is. Well, it has gone somewhere. It's gone downhill for the last pretty much year on year ever since I started playing in sort of early 2000s. Year on year, it's pretty much gone downhill. The international scene kind of went up a bit, so peaked around like 2010-ish. So the international scene kind of went up and then it down. And now both scenes are just, whether it's domestic or the international scene, they're both pretty much dead. For people like me who's like super competitive, like sort of best in the world type player, there's no incentive to work hard in Scrabble. And as soon as you have that, you know, if you don't have that, then the game's gonna go nowhere. Right. Anyway, everybody's bored about my politics, but just how it is, man. Like I say, I mean, I don't have any like incentives to like I don't care whether I hack people off or not. It doesn't bother me anymore. Like I used to care. Like I think it happens with most people. Like they're kind of sensitive to what people to other people when they're younger, and then they get just like as they get older, they just don't give a crap. You know, they just become less kind of filtered and just say what they think. And it's probably a good thing anyway, to be fair. Might get 30 words this time. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm quite happy for Scrabble to prove me wrong and become a big thing, but don't think it's going to happen. Oh, I nearly got 30. Yeah, I might do a video just for the hell of it. I mean, the trouble is that I'm not on the right forums to, like... I mean, it's fun as hell to, like, wind people up anyway, so... I mean, you kind of need that anyway. You kind of need to get that, like... I mean, yeah, I do kind of troll a little bit on Facebook and that, on the Scrabble groups, but there's a reason to troll, and it's to kind of... Like, you see how people are. When you get them, like, wind them up a little bit, just get them at it so they're not just, like, saying things in a kind of... how can I put this? Like, people have their kind of social veneer. You know, you know, it's like people like John Terry, like a Chelsea footballer, right? He's supposed to be all this race and everything else, but he's not stupid enough to say that kind of thing, you know, when he's, you know, being interviewed on the TV. They'll be like a robot, right? And to get past that, you kind of have to either wind them up a little bit so they get the blood boiling a little bit, or you get them while, you know, think nobody's taking much notice of. And then you find out, like, what people are really like, and not what they think, what they want you to think that you like. You know, if you know what I mean. And, like, with me, I don't really care. I just say what I think anyway. So, like, I wouldn't have thought, like, me... Like, people tend to actually like me more the more they know me, whereas with other people, who have this kind of veneer of, like, you know, pretend to be this brilliant person, like, virtuous individual, and then as people get to know them, they realise it's all bullshit, and people like them less, or... You know, unless they've got, you know, you can get something out of it kind of thing. But I find that in Scrabble, like, the more, like I try and stick to the people who I actually like, the more I get to know them. But there's a lot of people that I liked originally and then I found out, yeah, they're a bit crap. But it's like that with everything, I think. And I just don't, like, I'm not interested in, like, trying to, like, portray myself as anything other than who I am. So it's like, I do these streams because, like, I wanted to do something, like, keep myself busy as much as anything else, like, keep myself doing something useful. So that's partly why I did these streams. And, like, to do something, have a kind of routine. Where I was doing something, because I could just, like, laze around and do nothing all day, but like, it's helped me, like, to have something, like, I know if I'm, whether it's 8 8 o'clock or 8, half 8 or whatever. I know I'm going to stream, so it gives a bit more structure to the day, so that's why I do this. I'm not really doing it to, like, you know, if it turns out to be, like, professional or, you know, start to make money and that kind of thing, then great, but it's not really why I set out to do it. It's like, I enjoy streaming anyway, I enjoy playing the app, I'm just playing things that I enjoy doing. Like, I'd play this anyway. Like, I don't like the duels, so I don't play them on stream very much at the moment because I don't like the regular duels that on a kind of Scrabble board, the smaller Scrabble board, because I just don't like them. They're too, you know, too RNG, too random, and just like whoever gets the ZXJ kind of thing tends to win. So I don't play them because I don't enjoy it. I mean, I wish they'd hurry up and make this a bit more interesting, but it's still kind of fun playing this. And I love playing the Rush games. I love playing the Puzzle Path. I like playing Scrabble still. So I'm just doing things I enjoy doing. And other people get to enjoy watching, that's great. Not such is life. I figure, like, if you don't enjoy doing it, then obviously you shouldn't do stuff just to please other people, you know? Or just, like, I've never done things. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you enjoy watching. I don't, it's like, you know, like people, I went through a time where I did a lot for Scrabble, where I was doing it for Scrabble rather than myself. And, yeah, I keep playing because I like, you know, I stream stuff because I like doing it. If I got fed up with it, I'd probably stop, but... Oops, Iggy. Oh, why is Iggy not a word anyway? Such a ignore and that kind of thing. I used to use it all the time when I was playing literati and that. Yeah. What it's all about, I mean, apart from anything else, people who stream, I mean, those who become successful, I mean, I know it's a hell of a long way to get to somewhere where you could make money from streaming anywhere. It's like, so you have to be doing stuff that you enjoy, you know? So there's that element. I love watching, like, other people play and commentating on that. I quite enjoy that. Like a lot of, like, games, sports players go that path, you know, they play to a high level themselves, and then they'll watch other people playing and then go on, move into commentary and that kind of thing, or they'll move into, like, being a referee or an official or whatever. Like, I moved into commentary. I love, like, watching other people, like, because I understand all the drama and everything else, and the tension and nerves, and it kind of relives, like, kind of fires up memories that I've had when I was, like, winning World Championships or whatever. So it's kind of like, yeah, I relive all that when I'm commentating, and I just love the game, but my god, the people. Oh dear. Let's say this. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of good people in Scrabble, but there's plenty of bad as well. And there's room to have bad people as long as you have things that, like, a system that works, but there isn't one. And I don't think there's ever going to be one. But maybe when I'm, like, old and haggard and everything else, you know, like 70-year-old, and then maybe Scrabble will make a comeback as a, like, chess will still be going strong as a. My god, I'm keep leaving 3 eyes. Not a good idea. Yeah, maybe I'll in my 70s or 80s, if I ever get to be lucky if I make 80 anyway. But maybe at that point I'll see Scrabble making a comeback and I'll start playing again. You never know. I kind of considered playing just to hack off Thingy Bob. Oh, what's he called? Dave Koenig. I thought I might play in that, the UK one, just to kind of beat him. But unfortunately, like the scene is so weak that they actually let him win a tournament. Like everybody's like Yeah. Like when the UK scene is like so weak that that he's winning major tournaments, you know there's something going wrong, like, but oh well. It is what it is. Let's do minor. Oops. Could have done that Micah as well, actually. But for those who don't know, Koenig, kind of carted. Interesting. Koenig is said something along the lines of, "The world would be a better place if I died," or something like that. He said it twice, 2 different ways. So he's a bit of an arsehole anyway. So yeah, I already knew he was an arsehole, but he's kind of confirmed it for people. He's one of those who's not very subtle about it, whereas some of the other players are a bit more, like, they do a better job of at least pretending to be decent people. But yeah, he's an interesting one. I did kind of consider coming back just to be in him, but oh well. Not worth it, is it really? I think the ooh, SH. Right, no. But yeah. Still, if the guy deserves to win, he deserves to win. Even if he's a complete tit. But in sports, there's no kind of justice for how, you know, what people's personalities are like. It's about, you know, natural ability and whether you put your work in, and anything else, personality and everything else is kind of irrelevant, really. Although obviously you need a kind of strong will to put up with Scrabble for the top level. It's pretty brutal. Like everybody, particularly like the more you win, the more you're going to lose as well in Scrabble. You know what I mean? So basically, what I mean is, like, if you're like Nigel and win like probably like over his career, he's probably won well over 100 tournaments. So for every one he's won, well, for every 2 or 3, every few that he's won, there'll be situations where he's basically, you know, deserved to win and hasn't, or he's been like in a very strong position and then something very ugly's happened that, you know, he's just been like super unlucky, or he's lost the last 5 games or something like that. I mean, we had one in this country where, like, Nigel was, I think Nigel lost his last 5 games, and Lewis Mackay won his last 8. Nigel lost his last 5 or 6, and obviously they played each other a fair bit. But you can imagine, like, if that was a really big tournament. It was a reasonable tournament, but you can imagine that. Was it a World Championship or something when that happened? I mean, like Mark Nyman always told me about his, like he'd won the World Championship, and then the next time, against the same it was the same final next year, like 2 years later, and this time he was 2-1 up, and it was the first to 3, and he's in a situation where, as long as there's one tile in the bag, so there's 8 unseen tiles. One of them was a Q, and he knew that if he got anything other than the Q, where he picked his tile out, he was going to win the World Championship again, like 2 times back to back. But of course he drew the Q, and he lost by a point. Then the last game he just got like blitzed. There wasn't much he could do. So, and that, like, oh, nice of it to spell the words out for me. So yeah, that was. I've never been. Like, Scrabble's never been as important to that to me. Like, maybe, I mean, it's important to me, but it's been important to me, but it's kind of been my goal for a long time. But it was never something that I was that emotionally invested in. Whereas with Mark, like, I mean, it was like he devastated him for a year. Like, I mean, he says he couldn't like he couldn't sleep properly, and he said he didn't sleep properly for a year, like, after that. And like I wouldn't have been that bad myself if it happened to me, but yeah, it's such a brutal game. And that's why I have a lot of respect for like people who at the top, because I know they've gone through stuff like that. Like when they win, they've gone through stuff like that as well. Almost everybody has. There's one Thomas has gone through like horrible experiences like that, where they thought like they look pretty much nailed on to win, and then something just catastrophic happens. You know, like I've had people who played a phony 2-letter word to win an otherwise unlosable game in a final. That kind of thing. It's just like most of the time it's out of your power, but a lot some of the times, like the ones that were under your control and you lost them are even worse. But yeah, that's why I have so much respect for people at the top. But like they get treated horribly by, you know, the kind of, there's just nothing there in the game for them. For those people who, you know, put all those like thousands and thousands of hours into the game, and what they get, like financially, they get nothing basically. Like most of them will lose money. So yeah, I feel bad for them, but yep, what can you do? I should have done males there. That was bad. I knew I was going to get vowelless and... oh well. Yeah. Let's go quick for a change. But yeah, I have a lot of respect. I say, even if they're like people like Dave Koenig or can't stand, like, I have respect for everybody who's done that, you know, gone through all that kind of thing. Things then I've been through it. I mean, I lost the tournament by 7 points of spread. The first prize was $2,000, and the second prize was like, well, because it was generous enough for Sam Cantamathy's tournament. He gave me $100 and a board. But yeah, that was the drop off. $2,000, $100 and a board. He didn't even have to give me those, but he did because he's, you know, fair play to him. But yeah, and I lost by 7 points of spread, and I challenged a word in the last game, and it was 10-point penalty challenge. So if I hadn't challenged it, I would have won the tournament by 3 points of spread. It was such a daft word to challenge, but I do that as I get more tired. I get, like, my instinct for words kind of diminishes, because a lot of it is just instinct, basically. And yeah, I challenged manhole because it just looked weird. But it looked weird because I was tired. So yeah, oh well. But I didn't know at the time that it was going to, you know, what the margins were or anything like that, because I wasn't playing the person who overtook me. I was playing somebody else. Like, we were playing separate games, so it was like a round robin basically. So I didn't know how it was going to pan out or anything like that. But yep, everybody's been through it. Who's won tournaments? Just inevitable. You're going to get horribly done to. What? Right. There we go. Here we go. Alright. Let me just have a quick look at the scoreboards. Wasted a crap ton of gems on that one. Down 19,000. What was it? Tuesday. I keep forgetting what day it is. Tuesday. Weird, you just don't have any kind of feel for what day it is with the Covenant. Oh my god. Must have played gazillions. Okay. 15k. Okay, I might win that one. I'm down to second in that one because bots, obviously. What are we guessing? Can I look at their profile? Is it legit player? Or is it a bot? No, it's actually a... I don't know, I still think they're a bot, but it's weird how people suddenly play when I play. Or maybe it's just the way it matches them up or something, I don't know. Anyway. I'm not that asked. As long as I get something. I can't be bothered playing it again anyway. Alright, so we're going to call it there for tonight. As always, if anybody wants to challenge me, you just need to put Evil Budgie, all one word, and match me that way. As long as it's UK word list. You can also use my ID name there at the bottom. This is on, I'm on a browser at the moment, web browser. Edge, Microsoft Edge, the only time I use Edge, Microsoft, but Chrome's hopeless with this. But yeah, that's my ID, so you can use that or my name to match me. So we've got plenty of games going, so I'm doing pretty alright actually. But always happy to have more games going. I'll get through them all eventually. Alright, that's gonna be it. Ooh, nice frame. Very green. Alright, cheers everybody. And we should be back again, 8:30 usual time tomorrow, 8:30 UK time, British summertime. The S is in like inverted quotes. Been like sitting down all day today, but yeah, well, run out of water eventually. It might be nice to tomorrow. But yeah, I'll be back again 8:30 tomorrow. Same time every day. All days, every week, every month. For those who don't know, typically on Saturday I do all Scrabble, and on Sunday I typically play ISC speed games for those who kind of want to catch things. Also, my videos are always, recorded, so you can watch the recordings on Twitch. They stay up for fortnight. My recordings stay on Twitch for a fortnight, or you can watch it on Facebook, Evil Budgie Scrabble. On Twitch, it's just evil_budgie. I'm probably going to change that eventually I'll probably change it to Evil Budgie Scrabble, all one word eventually. But and on YouTube, Evil Budgie Scrabble as well. Separate words. So you can always catch the videos now if you don't watch live. Alright, thanks everybody. And I'm going to put the light on now. What is it? 10:30. What am I going to do? Rest of the evening? God knows. Anyway, cheers everybody, and we'll catch you all next time. Drop me a like, share, subscription, all that kind of thing. All the usual free stuff. If you're on Twitch, you can also, if you're Amazon Prime or Prime Gaming member, you can have a free subscription, which means you can give me free money, and it doesn't cost you anything. You can do that as well. Be the first one to ever do it. But yeah, alright, cheers everybody, and